everyone, and welcome to Taste Test with Mike. I hope everybody is doing great today. I've got an item that we got at Aldi. I'm finding that Aldi really has a lot of healthy stuff, and they got a lot of healthy snacks too. They also have a lot of gluten-free stuff. I've been on the gluten-free diet for a little while before. I just couldn't stand it. Most of the things are really just taste like cardboard or something. So I haven't tried a lot of their other stuff there that are gluten-free. I mean, it never hurts to have something that's gluten-free, but I've not really checked into a lot of them. So I may do that some in the future because I'm curious to see how they taste, the Aldi items. So that may be something to think about in the future. But I got this. It's the Elevation. I guess it's the name is Elevation Bar or something like that. It says Elevation, but I guess you would call it an Elevation Bar. It's their protein energy bars, and the flavor is yogurt, honey, peanut. Here they are. They're heavy. It's pretty heavy. How many's in here? There's 6 bars. A lot of companies have gone to 5 bars. You know, that's shrinkflation again. Make the bars smaller and also only put 5 instead of 6. Used to, all these type of things had 6, but a lot of them don't anymore. So like I said, I got this at Aldi. I'm trying to think how much it was. I think it was less than $3. I'm pretty sure. Something around $2.99 or less. I'm trying to see what it has on the front of it. Excellent source of antioxidants, vitamin A, C, and E. Gluten-free. Well. So it is gluten-free. 22 vitamins and minerals per serving. That's awesome. Optimal macro and micronutrients for an energy boost. Let's see. And one thing you'll notice about Aldi, the reason they're able to scan orders so quick is because they put their UPC codes all over their packaging to where they can just about slide it any which way it is and it'll still work. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4. Is that 5? 1, 2, 3 on the bottom, 4 there. Yeah, it's got 5 UPC codes on it so that they can do it any which way. The only place it doesn't have one is on the very front. As you can see. Isn't that something? Look at their products, you'll see that on most things. I think the cases of water, they only have like 1 on them, but it says to use PLE 99 or something like that. They can just press a thing that's already, you know, for the water. I guess because they, you know, water's, well, lots of times ours are on the bottom of the buggy, and I don't want to switch buggies, you know, so I'll just use that one and leave them on the bottom, and he'll, you know, do that code or whatever. Okay, for 1 bar, it's 210 calories. Total fat 7 grams, that's 9%. It's got 3.5 grams of saturated fats, 18%. No trans fat. 10 milligrams of cholesterol is 3%. It's got 130 milligrams of sodium, that's 6%. It's got 22 grams of carbs, that's 8%. 1 gram of fiber is 4%. 16 grams of sugars and 15 grams added sugars, that's 30%. That's, you know, it must be a pretty big bar, but that seems a little high, you know, 30%. Protein, 15 grams, that's good, 28%. Now, let's see, it's got vitamin D, 25%, calcium, 20%, iron 15%, potassium, 4%, A, 5%, 50%, C, 100%, E, 100%, K and thiamine, 15% each, riboflavin, 25%, niacin and vitamin B6, 20% each, folate, 15%, B12, 30%, biotin, 15%. Man, this is full of stuff. Pantothenic acid, 20%, phosphorus, 6%, iodine, 15%, zinc, 20%, selenium 15%, and also manganese, chromium, and molybdenum is 15%, and 10% of copper and 2% of chloride. Wow, that is really loaded. So that's good. Some great nutrition facts. Only thing, saturated fat 18%, and that's not real bad if you don't have a lot of saturated fat the rest of the day. Hi, kitty. But you know, the only really one is 30% of sugar. That's you know, I think it's a little high on this. So let's open this up. You just pop it open here. It says, Kitty, I don't think you would eat these. You want to see if you can mess with that box or something? Okay, here's what they look like. I don't think you would like it. Okay, let's see. The problem I have with most protein bars that I've tried is a kind of a, I don't know if you'd call it a chalky taste. Just some kind of a taste that seems to be, it seems like it, to me, it seems like it's whey protein or something. Because I've had that before. I got a piece of something on my piece of paper towel. I've had, you know, just I used to take protein powder and have like a shake and stuff, like back in the days where I lifted weights and stuff like that. And it tastes like that to me, like the whey protein a lot. Uh-oh. So let's see what it's like. It's soft. I don't think you'll like this, kitty. Wait a minute. Here. It's not got chocolate, so it shouldn't bother her. Yogurt, it doesn't have enough in it. She just got a little bitty piece. You like? You like that? Sorry, it kind of went down the wrong way or something. Kind of reminds me almost like a candy bar. If you can see, it's like a, trying to see if it's kind of got that texture of a protein bar. Well, I kind of detect that flavor that I'm talking about towards the end of when you're chewing it up, after all the other sweet stuff and everything's gone. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever tried. Now that one I tried the other day, the Cheerios one, it didn't taste real bad. Like I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but it didn't have too much of that taste. It's not a bad taste, but it's kind of like, it's the protein. It's got to be. It doesn't taste that like the rest of it. Once you start chewing it up and get the yogurt off of it and everything, I've got this taste of that. So, this one's not as bad as some others that I've tried. And y'all may not even notice it. That's my taste buds, you know, tell me that's that protein. I mean, I could still eat it, but I'm still going to say, you know what, that's that taste in the back of my head or whatever in my mind. Well, for nutrition facts, I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5 because really the only thing, it wasn't really bad, but I mean, it had a lot of sugar in it, 30%. It's a pretty big bar, though, so a 4.5 out of 5 for nutrition facts. You can't deny all those vitamins and stuff. As far as flavor, I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. But this tastes some better than a lot of the others that I've tried. But it still has that back note of that whey protein taste. Tastes exactly like the protein where I mixed a shake and stuff with. You know, made it into a shake, the powder. But yeah, I kind of expected that. But, you know, the benefits of this might outweigh the little flavor profile at the end of it. It may not bother y'all. I just don't like it that much. I'm trying to find one, you know, that doesn't taste that way. I really want to. I had another one over here. I think Logan might have gone ahead and eaten it or something. I think it was a Laura bar, but I don't know if it was a high protein one. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this taste test with Mike. You can buy these at Aldi. Check it out. You may, I don't know if they had any other flavors or not. I just remember wanting to try those. They may have had another flavor. If you try these, let me know what you think about them. All in all, they're good and they're good for you. But like I said, once you chew it up and start chewing it for a while, you'll if you're like me, you'll get this little taste of protein powder or something. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a great day. For me and my little co-host Kitty, you were awful good during this. Yes, you were. I gave her a little piece of it, and all she did was lick on it a little bit. And she's like, "Yeah, I don't want that." Didn't you? Okay, everybody. Have a great day, and God bless.